teas in a pod, yeah, we're taking a ride. Tombi and Tam got the mic open wide. Talking TV, talking news, spilling tea in the blues with some movie reviews and a laugh or two. From big screen dreams to our daily schemes, moves, pets, and holiday themes. Poppy and Rosie barking in the back. Cosmo, Yarny, Salem on the cat attack. So grab a seat, let's chat a lot. You never know what we've got. Two voices, one vibe, come along for the ride. It's two teas in a pod, let's get it on.
Silence, rain.
Is it me, or did it just fail to come into the live channel?
Yeah.
It's almost like it was going to just play the intro again. Anyway, we are live. Hello, chat. Hello. Good evening, ladies, gents. Welcome to Two Teas in a Pod with me, Tombi, and Tam.
I'm sort of here.
You're sort of here.
I'm sort of here.
Yeah. Insane couple of days. Couple of days. It's been certainly busy. Clearly, we've only got... Well, it's less than 6 days now, because...
We land in about a week and 5 hours.
I was going to say, it's basically 5 hours from now. So it's a week and 5 hours, and we have officially landed in Boston.
Yeah.
Yes! I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if my belly's looking forward to it from the sheer amount of food we could end up eating. Because obviously myself and Tam have been on a diet for months now. So we've cut down on everything that we're eating. Carbs, you name it. Amounts, quantities. I'm almost 2 stone lighter now than when I first started the diet, which was great.
I know what's making me look orange. Hold on a sec.
You've got the light on in the background.
Just ignore the fact that it says that.
You've got the light on in the background.
Yeah.
Because it's a yellow light.
It's yellow light, Rick. That's why I look orange. But no, I'm not. I'm actually very brown.
Yeah, she is brown. She looks at the sun. Look at me. I'm the picture of loveliness and white. Also Casper. I don't look at the sun. The sun looks at me and just laughs. But looks at Tam. Tam sits outside, reads a book, and then goes brown. I do not.
Yeah, I was sitting in the shade with my book.
Yeah.
And I come indoors and thought, oh, my shoulders are burning. How? I was sitting in the shade. Shh. Quiet, please.
It's the fact that you just shook half the world.
Shh.
Zip it, Bunga.
She's talking to me.
Yeah. So let's say hello to the chat. We've got Lisi, who is first. How you doing, Lisi? Good to see you. Good to see you. Legatus. Hello, Tombi and Tam. The lovely Donna Hall has joined us as well. Donna, how you doing? How is your Saturday doing? How's your Saturday? Early in the day for our American cousins, and then Charlotte's in chat. Hello, Nanny. Hello, Grandad, Legatus, and Donna. How you doing, Charlotte?
Hey, Shasha.
Rachel. Rachel's joined us as well. Thank you very much indeed. It's good to see you as always. Brother Rick. We're going to see this time next week.
Yeah.
We're going to be seeing Rick.
Well, more or less, yeah.
Yep. We are indeed. Coming down the lists and seeing who else is joining us. And then over on, we've got some over on Rumble. And we've got Silent Night. How's Dazzy? How's the boy? It's good to see you. Evening all, and how is everyone doing after Crystal Palace and their amazing win? Couldn't tell you. I gave up with football a long time ago. After I couldn't play it myself anymore, I just gave up with football. It's a bit of a poncy, girly sport, to be honest. If you want a real sport, watch rugby.
Yeah, see, I used to go and watch football at the football grounds with my best mate when I was younger. But then as I got older and they started getting overpaid and rolling around like a bunch of fairies, I sort of stopped going altogether and stopped watching altogether.
Yeah. Davey Verse says coming to America.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are indeed. Lisi also asked a question. How is Poppy? Poppy's fine. Rosie is fine as well. We have not seen head nor tail of the microphone that has disappeared off the planet. It's literally disappeared.
It ain't come out the other end either.
It's not come out the other end. The wire, the USB cables that Rosie ate have made their way through and have come out the other end. Literally, you could probably have daisy changed her poo into a socket and charged your phone. Now, the microphone, on the other hand, we haven't seen it. We can't find it. It's nowhere underneath any of the sofas, nowhere under any of the floor. She hasn't buried it.
The only thing that I haven't done is pulled the sofa bed out.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself, that's the only thing I haven't done is pulled the sofa bed out, because there's nooks and crannies in the sofa, which she does like to just go and bury stuff into. But yeah, it's just disappeared. It's weird. Absolutely bizarre.
I've pulled all the living room furniture out to clean under everything and wash down the walls and skirting board, so...
Rick says, Tombi, I'm planning on holding a sign while I'm standing there waiting for you outside customs. It better be the biggest sign of a dick or fuck your face going. Because that'd be hilarious. That'd be hilarious. So not yours. How you doing as well? Good to see you. Good to see you. Davey Verse, get in Palace. Who were Crystal Palace playing? Crystal Palace... Man City. Fuck you. That's good. They won 1-0 against Man City. David Morris celebrating 9 months of being a member. How you doing, Dave? 9 months. Holy crap.
Right. If you see me start flapping about like a lunatic, we've got a problem where we are at the moment with fruit flies.
Oh, mate, the whole of Colchester has just swarmed with them.
Yep. Yeah. They're bloody everywhere. So, and obviously they're attracted to body hate and the heat from the computer.
Jumps in and says, Rhoda raid. Does that mean the lovely East Rhoda is coming over and raiding? Good to see you, Rhoda. Good to see you. How you doing, Noel? Good to see you. Thank you very much indeed for joining. We're just getting going, really. Just spitting the fat as usual. Spitting the fat. Really doesn't like recording how many people are watching over on Rumble anymore. I think the Rumble Studio Direct is a bit broken at the minute. A bit broken. Yeah, I mean, according to this, there's 46 people watching over on Rumble. But it says 0 on the screen here. It is what it is. And yes, I did have 5 guys today. They were great. Lovely.
And I would love to tell you this is a protein drink, but it's not.
It's alcohol.
I'm being very naughty. I have a glass of cider.
Yeah, but the thing is like I was saying before, we drink so little beers, spirits, ciders these days that having a bottle or two, who gives a shit?
Well, I've had literally 0 carbs all day.
Lisi says, I hope you wore protection. Yeah, I've got my hat on. Always wear your hat. Always wear your hat. Yeah, you've got to do it. Lisi also pointed out earlier, your subs have gone crazy in the last month. It's retarded. It's retarded. That one video. I mean, I'm just about to go past 5.6k. It's stupid. But that one video is now at... Drum roll, please. 16,585 views. It's a 1-minute clip. It's a 1-minute trailer. Grand Theft Auto 6. Watch time, 90 and a half hours. Between 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock this evening, 361 people have looked at it. It's like fucking insane. It's insane.
Yeah, Rick, it's a berry cider.
Panda! How you doing, Panda?
Hey,
Good to
hey.
see you. And there he is. There's Rhoda. How you doing, brothers? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hold on a minute.
Well, yeah,
Charlotte-
Charlotte got swamped.
Charlotte was taking the dog. What dog?
Martin's mum's.
Oh, suddenly I
They're
was like,
dog sitting.
where did the dog come from? So Charlotte was taking the dog out for a walk, was only out 5 to 10 minutes and swallowed about 10 billion fruit flies. It's good protein, I guess. It's good protein.
Yeah.
A pint of the black stuff. Can't drink a pint of Bovril. Mate, Bovril's amazing.
Oh,
Bovril's fantastic. Charlotte now says, Grandad, you hit 5.6k. I'm leaving it. Yeah, I have. I'm just letting it just do whatever it wants to do. I'm not pushing it. I'm not advertising it. I'm just let it go until it finishes. Let it go until it's finished. Charlotte, that'll teach you to walk around with your mouth open. Yes. This is also a very good point, Rick.
now you know why you shouldn't walk around with a gormless look on your face all the time, Char.
Yeah. Yeah.
You walk around looking like you should be catching flies, and that's exactly what you're going to do.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, case in point, you walk around the streets of Colchester, and next thing you know, that's it. It's good to see you guys. So, yeah, I mean, we're in the final week now. Officially, this time next week, we are flying. We'll be... How long's the flight? Is it 8 hours?
It's about 7.5.
So, if that's the case, so we would have left the UK behind at this point. We would be in international waters, flying across.
Yeah.
In fact, we'll probably be just after Ireland. So we should have come across country, gone across Ireland, and we've just left the Irish shores. And we're probably another couple of 100 miles across. Rhoda, I do just want to put the campaign for Will's dad's hip replacement up. Hope that's cool. Of course it is, mate. Of course it is. Let's also bring it up. Let me grab that link for a second. Keep on talking, Tim.
Hey. Yeah. I was miles away then.
I noticed. That's why I asked you to keep on talking. Because you were like half asleep.
Right, so some inconsiderate arsehole this morning woke me up at 3:45. I went and sat in the garden after dinner and fell asleep.
Rhoda, is there a bit on the end of that URL missing? Because I can't find that one. It cuts off after help Jim. I think there's a little bit on the end that still needs to go on. There'll be something. Wonder if I can find it this way. Help Jim.
I was starting to plan. So I can't read it. It was too small. I was starting to plan for a
certain group, a certain trip this December, 13 hours for me from Washington, D.C. airport. That makes no sense. Right, okay. Let's speak the English on this one. I was starting to plan a trip this December. 13 hours for him from Washington, D.C. airport or his local one. Right, okay. That makes... So the question is, if that's a 13-hour trip, where the fuck are you going? That's like Midland... That's Germany.
Oh, yes. I didn't actually get to answer Rick earlier, but the answer to your question is maybe, but not with the kids. But we can talk about it next week.
I found it. Here we go. There's for some strange reason it wasn't working on that link, but I've now got it. Oh, bless. Was this created by Will of the Fans? It actually makes a lot of. Of course it is. I recognise it now. Fuck. Right, let me flip us into this one, and I'm going to share this on. Look, here we go. Right, okay. We have a gift saying go to help a fella named Jim. Right, I've put the link into chat here, guys. I'll put a link into chat. So this is Jim. You might know him as a jazz guitarist who spent the best part of 60 years entertaining you all across the UK and Europe. Or you might know him as the father of his son Will, who you might know one way or another, Will of the Fans. He's never got quite back to his old self after losing his beloved wife Maggie 2 years ago, but he has been doing okay living in the Philippines, watching jazz sessions, British football, and enjoying a bit too much to drink, bless his heart. Old habits dying hard, right? Despite being over 80, Jim has never shown any sign of mental or physiological conditions beside those he has had for the majority of his life: a bum leg, a face ravaged by Bell's palsy. He has, in fact, amazed people with how spry he is for a man of his age. A couple of weeks ago, sneaking to the kitchen at 3am for a wee nip. I know, silly old bugger, Jim had a bad fall. It's been revealed that he's broken his hip, and as he's in his 80s, I'm sure this can be fatal if not taken care of. As a complication to this, yesterday, after finally making it to a wheelchair, he suffered what appeared to be some kind of brain event. Ah, bless. Not unlike a stroke, he was slowly able to come back from this somehow, once prone again, and the doctors at one of the best hospitals in the Philippines ran some tests to figure out what was wrong. Of course, these things take time and the money that we just don't have. Unfortunately, he's too old to insure, and it would be impossible to get him back to the UK for an NHS appointment in his condition, so Jim only has two options: a hip replacement or a slow and miserable bedridden life until some illness creeps up and takes him from us. A sad end to a legacy. So the cost of replacement, however, is astronomical. Several thousand US dollars GBP, running around 500,000 Philippine pesos, which is approximately 6,700, or almost $9,000, including the required testing and care. This is the only way he'll ever be able to sit up or stand again. Despite our efforts, we are simply unable to pay this amount, as it would likely destroy our family's future just getting off the ground. And so Jim waits in his bed, trying to keep a stiff upper lip. We ask him for you, his friends, family, or anyone else concerned could find the kindness in your heart to help us raise money, as Jim is a much-loved person in many of our lives, and it would be an absolute tragedy for him to be cut down now simply because his quest for whiskey was interrupted by the need to pee in a bathroom one step higher than his bedroom. We'd be eternally grateful for any amount that you might be able to donate to help save the love of our much-loved father, friend, and entertainer. Thank you, Will and family. So yeah, as always, shares, prayers, and all that stuff, more than acceptable. If you've got $5, if you've got a couple of quid spare, if there's a coffee that you're thinking about getting tomorrow, or you're going to go out for a dinner, you can have one less beer, considering put that one beer towards Will's dad's gifts and go. So link again in chat. Yeah, it sounds like you threw a fat embolism from the broken hip, which is quite common, to be honest. It's quite common.
Right. So who did we miss while you were doing that?
Quite a few people. So I'm gonna
Abe.
I'm gonna bounce back to this, and I'm just gonna go back up because we said hello to most people. Abe was there. Good to see you all. Good to see you. Just making sure I haven't missed anybody, and I don't think I have. We go Abe, and then a little bit further down,
We got Still Leg 16 months of membership.
we've got Sardok, British even, with a glottal stop. British. Yeah, British. How you doing, Sardok? It's good to see you, my friend. And did you say Steel Leg as well? There he is. Steel Leg celebrating 16 months of memberships. Thanks for everything. Can't thank you enough. Can't stay. Heading out to take my mum and sister and niece to see my dad. Have a blessed dad. Have a blessed dad. You take care of yourself, Steel Leg. Look after yourself. Look after yourself, mate.
Right, apparently my mic's too low.
As in your volume?
Well, according to Rick, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me your mic is either too low or you are too far from it. Well,
So-
I'm not stuffing it up my uter.
Mayuta.
Up my uter.
Remember on the display, there's the microphone icon.
Yeah, maybe.
Press the microphone icon, and you see there's then a plus and minus for the dB level.
Yeah.
What's it? What's it currently on?
I've just turned it up to 33.
Go up to 35. Go up to 35.
And blast everybody's eardrums.
No, you're certainly not going to blast everybody's eardrums. I mean, I've only got mine on 28, and I'm loud anyway.
Well, Rhoda said he can hear. I reckon Rick's going flipping deaf.
It wouldn't surprise me. He's probably got that drop in his ear. Yes. Yeah, Rhoda says, Rick, a blessed dad to you too. Rick just says, much better. Much better.
Okay.
Bless him. Please don't.
Apparently you got sod off. Oh, yeah. At least he said it's Rick. I reckon he is. I reckon he's flipping deaf. I reckon he's as mutton as me.
Shied off, Tombi. Shied off. It's like, all right, mate. All
See,
right,
this is also the problem.
What's that?
Because I'm nearly deaf in that left ear,
Yeah.
I can't tell how loud or quiet I am.
Mm.
If your eardrums work normally, then you speak at a normal volume. But because I'm deaf, I don't know if I'm shouting, so I actually tone it down a bit. Sometimes, maybe.
Maybe.
What are you doing? You're away with the
I'm
fairies
fucking
now.
typing.
Oh.
I'm fucking typing. I'm doing stuff. Rick says, I'm using my Polk soundbar and subs. It's not me. Well, everybody else is probably wearing headphones and just chilling out. How many people watched the Rumble live stream last night? My God, it was crispy. So, Rumble's unlocked the direct RTMP service, so you can just send OBS directly into Rumble Studio. I was streaming at 200 megabits a second last night. They haven't locked it down, which is a bit silly. And why I mean it's very, very silly. You can imagine 200 megabits a second. That's a lot of video data that they've got to store. Needless to say, I ended up turning it down to something more respectable, 50 megs a second, because that's in line with YouTube's. But yeah, 200 megs a second, and it wasn't flapping at all. It was like, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. It was good.
Back in 2 secs.
All right.
I can hear Rosie crunching on something. I just want to
Oh,
make sure it's
God.
not my pegs.
Oh, God. The funny thing is, she hasn't locked her mic off. So no doubt you're going to hear as she moans in the background. Yes. So yeah, it was a glorious stream last night. Quite enjoyed it. So I'm sure I just heard a shout. More complete over on Rumble. How you doing? Sim and Shift. over on Rumble as well says, "Oh look, it's my awesome parents. Hello, wave, wave, wave." How you doing, Lee? It's good to see you. So yeah, I did a Doom stream. Here she comes. She's back. I did a Doom stream last night, and I just wanted to see if I could break it. And I was thinking that streaming at like 200 megabits a second would break it somehow, but it didn't. I mean, it just kept on going, and it technically it laughed at me. And I think it was between me and the Italian CEO for who could stream at the highest bit rate. So I did 45 megs on my first day. He did 70. So I was like, fuck it, YOLO, 200. I reckon I could probably stream at 500 megs bits a second, and wait for the email to come through and say, can you turn it down a bit? Can you turn it down a bit? I have recommended they do put a limit on it though, because there's no way they can keep that cost going, because that's just obscene.
Rosie was eating the brush from the dustpan and brush.
But that's something that Poppy used to do.
Yeah. Rick, you're not taking the piss out of me for toning myself down, are you?
No, she's not. But I mean, the thing is that microphone. I'm hoping that if we fold out, Sardock Spamfish. I assume Rosie is a furry creature, dog.
Yes, she's a Bernese Mountain Dog pup.
Yeah, she's a Bernese Mountain Dog. And there's Cosmo Cat.
Yep.
Hold on. There we go. Cosmo. Here's our Cos.
Oh, here we go.
Now you can have your
big narc in the face again.
Hole in your face. It's so handy being able to control Tam's camera from. Look at his face. He's like, no, let go of me, human.
No, it's not. It's purring. Get your fucking arse out of my face.
Boobs. Right.
Oh.
It's actually quite handy being able to take complete control. It's looking at his back earlier, the scab had gone.
Okay, so maybe his hair will start growing back now.
Yeah.
Although his other fur's covering it a bit better now.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed the scab. So obviously Cosmo was attacked last week and had a big clump of his hair ripped out. And it scabbed up and it was all crispy and everything, and that flaked off earlier today. More complete, take a piss, leave a piss. Exactly. If you're going to take the piss, leave a piss. And now the scab's gone, so hopefully it will start growing back properly now. So he is a good little lad, though. Cosmo Cat.
He loves a cuddle.
Yeah. There you go, Cosmo. You can see himself. No, he's going to sleep. Yeah, he's going to sleep. He's got his eyes closed and everything. Rick says, do you know what actually attacked him? Yeah, a big black fucking cat. A big fucker.
About 3 times his size.
Yeah. Spamfish, oh lord, I got adopted by a cat a bit over a year ago, and unfortunately he's been either fighting or trying to get all the ladies pregnant. Keeps coming in with fang holes in his leg. So yeah, I fucking got her, Dad. I got her.
We have actually got another 2 running around somewhere.
Yeah, we've got 3 cats and 2 Bernese Mountain Dogs. Yeah, they are good kitties and good dogs. Apart from the fact that Rosie, who's only 8 months old, she fucking will eat anything. Cables. So that table, in fact, Tam, you know, behind you, Lee's thing that's on the console table, you might want to take that off there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting cleaned.
So where the elephant is, just behind Tam on that side, were 2 road microphones. So in boxes,
In their boxes.
brand new.
Oh, God, man.
They were.
I love you, but please
they were
don't.
basically these. So two more of these. Tam got them as part of me buying her the Rode mixer downstairs. So these turned up and they were boxed. We were just going to leave them boxed, and they were on that side. Oh, hello, Yanni. Here's one of the cats. Rosie got them off the side and decided to then eat them. Right.
Yes,
so
but
there's another one of the kiddies. Yan Yan. Now Yan Yan. Yanni.
right. So this week,
All right, she's just moaning at me now.
I've got up to cardboard and various bits of these mics all over the floor.
All right.
Then I got woken up by Yanni with her paw under our bedroom
Under the
door,
door.
and she was rattling the door. So that was the next day. And the day after that, I actually got up, come downstairs, and there's my vase that used to sit behind me, smashed all over the floor.
Toasty, how you doing, Toasty? It's good to see you. What? I banned someone earlier, albeit it was a temporary timeout for Uncle Martin, for mentioning microwave tea. Oh, Marvel purist, enjoying some finely microwave tea. How you two doing? Living the dream, mate. Living the dream. Yeah, Uncle Martin's mentioned it in Yanni's chat, so I timed him out. And then Ben turns around and said, Uncle Martin did nothing wrong, so I banned him as well. Oh, dear. Tombi, you're so funny. Oh, look. As if by magic. Hit the like button if you like microwave tea.
Do not time him out. Oh, dear.
Oh, brave Sir Robin. Yeah, that banana milkshake's gone a bit warm now.
But who microwaves tea?
The Americans.
But why?
They
Buy a
microwave the water to heat it up.
Buy a bloody kettle.
They microwave water to heat it up and think that's how you boil water. I mean, they are special people. Rick said, free the microwave, down with Brit classicism. Rachel.
Not all Americans.
Luckily, Rachel's got common sense and is a proper lady. She boils her water and makes her tea and coffee. Uncle Martin, I'm making tea now. Relax in an electric kettle. Good. How you doing now, Uncle Martin?
But you do realise you don't actually make the tea in the kettle?
Yeah,
you
correct.
make it in the cup?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just a figure of speech. It's a figure of speech. More than anything. Star Wars Marvel Purist says, my best friend's parents are English and Scottish. I've used a kettle, but not really a tea drinker. That's completely fine. Not many people are tea drinkers. I would say there's probably an 80-20 mix in Western culture that 80% of people would prefer to drink coffee over tea. Davey Verse says, too hot for tea. Yeah, it can be, but I do like a cup of tea. I'll drink tea all day long.
But the science says if it's hot, you should drink warm tea.
Yeah.
You should drink warm drinks. So you balance out your body temperature.
Davey Verse, got myself a colded iron brew. Do you know what? I miss iron brew. I need some iron brew. Iron brew.
Cooking dumplings in a kettle. Oh,
What?
yeah. Yeah, student halls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, when it comes to it, it's a case of iron brew. I've seen salmon cooked in dishwashers. because of the hot water, poaching the salmon. It's disgusting, but hey ho, if you want to do it. Tombi is jonesing for more hobo piss. Yes. I don't know why. I just fancy some of the super highly lucrative Iron Brew.
Grizzled comes in with ooh.
No, there's nothing wrong with fucking Iron Brew. Just because it looks like fucking hobo piss.
It does, actually.
No. It tastes amazing. Iron Brew is a Scottish carbonated drink known as Scotland's other national drink. It was invented in Glasgow in 1901, produced in Scotland. It's bright orange colour and has a unique, somewhat mysterious flavour profile, often described as citrusy, sweet with a hint of something else. Yes.
And the something else is the hobo piss.
Fuck off. Iron Brew is very popular in Scotland and is known as Scotland's other national drink after Scotch whisky. It's amazing. It's the fact that this, I think we've got dispensation for this specific colour, so that we can actually add it. But yeah, absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. But yeah, it was linked to ADHD, hyperactivity, and all sorts of other crazy shit. Mustang McCracken, how you doing? How you doing? It's good to see you. Good to see you.
We also have Jonathan Stevie.
It is Jonathan Stevie. Hello, you fancy fucks. Love that. Tastes like rust for some reason.
It looks like rust, actually.
It looks like it, granted. And it also looks like someone's blitzed a ginger person. Just blended up a ginger person. It tastes amazing.
Also saw a...
Oh, there's another cat. There's one of the other cats. So Salem's just come in. He's the ninja. Hey, Cece. Oh, you okay? Come on then, mate. Come on then. I'll open the door for you. There you go, Cece.
So today we've been looking at various places that we're stopping along the way and looking for food.
Food.
Yes, we looked at lots of food.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Annapolis and blow up. I'm gonna Google. Right. I'm talking about a screen now. I'm gonna blow up Annapolis. No, my luck. I'll have the FBI after me or some shit. Food. Right. Okay. So where the fuck? So the Naval Academy is there. So we were looking. There's one that was it close to the Naval Academy? Was the other one we looked at? Or was it across? Chicken Roofs.
It wasn't that one.
Well, Chicken Roofs was the first one we looked at.
Was that the one with the massive... No, it wasn't a pub.
No, Chicken Roofs was the one with...
The massive menu.
Yeah. It had 15 pages of menus. Let me share this one because then it would actually make sense.
Okay, Mustang. I will correct Tombi's turn of speech.
What?
He's going to enlarge the map of Annapolis so that we can actually see the places to eat on it, i.e. blow up the map.
I'm going to expando patronum the thingy on the screeno.
That's how you get on the list.
Yeah. How we doing, guys? How we doing? Rick says, I'm thinking giving a rusty trombone to a homeless drug addict tastes better than Iron Brew. I'll let you prove that. I'll let you prove it, Rick. You do that for me. You do that, and then I'll give you a bottle of Iron Brew, and we'll see which one you prefer. And if it's not the Iron Brew, you've got issues, brother. You've got issues. Fallout Dave says FBI knocks on Tombi's door. How you doing? How you doing? It's good to see you, Dave. Yeah, we started looking at this this place, and actually the prices and things like that looked actually reasonable. They do have biscuits and sausage gravy.
They do.
Biscuits, sausage gravy with 2 eggs and famous deli potatoes. $14.99.
Hey, Yanni.
Jan, which... How you doing?
And that's the human Yanni.
Yeah, that's the human
not
Yanni,
the furry
not the
Yanni.
furry kitty. Kami Gohan! How you doing? It's good to see you as well. Welcome in, welcome in. Rick says, get the 107. The 107 country fried steak, biscuits and sausage gravy and 2 eggs. But that's a lot of food, Rick. We're only little people. We're only hobbitses. That's why I was going to go for the. That's why I was only going to go for the 105. Just some biscuits, some sausage gravy, and 2 eggs.
Yeah, see, my problem with most of that is that I can have the chicken, I can have the steak, I can have the eggs, but I can't have the biscuits and waffles and buns and all the rest of it.
I actually think this... Uncle Martin says, should I come too? I don't get full, I get less hungry. Enigma says, country fried steam. Oh no, it's country fried steak, mate. Not steam, you boob tit.
And hobbits are known for their love of lots of food.
Rachel, you are correct, but it's little and often. So you have breakfast, then you have 11s, and then you have second breakfast, and then you have lunchtimes, and then late lunch and stuff like that. It's little bits throughout all of the day.
Yeah.
Enigma then corrected steak, typo, and Uncle Martin with the mountain bike. Yes, Yanni says. Yes. Rick, I have a black hole for a belly. Food can go in forever. Yeah, I don't. I honestly, if I was to have, say, a steak, I can put away a very, very big steak, some chips, and that'll be it. Done. No pudding, no nothing,
Fries,
nothing else.
he means. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk American. Fries. I can eat the fries with my steak.
Yeah, but chips over there are what we call crisps.
Yeah, but we're in fucking the UK at the minute. We're not in America at the minute. Stop talking American, Tam.
I actually made that mistake when I took the kids to France.
Yeah, because they call them
burger and chips.
Yeah.
And the poor buggers got burger and crisps.
Yeah, because that's what they call them over in France as well. Sardak says, I've been to an all-you-can-eat a few times. Happy times, happy places. Until you end up in a food coma and you just can't leave the place. It's like, oh my. Fallout Dave, Tombi, the country fried steak is such a tasty thing to eat. You need it. What the fuck is country fried steak? Country fried steak. What the fuck is country... What? No, that I didn't put chicken fried steak. I put country fried steak.
Yeah, Star Wars. I actually eat steak. Maybe some mushrooms or a bit coleslaw with it.
Oh.
But I don't eat the fries or anything like that.
We've got 2 lumps of Chateaubriand in the fridge. They're getting eaten tomorrow. Tombi, you should go to a Brazilian steakhouse. Do you know what's better than a Brazilian? An Argentinian. Gaucho's was fantastic.
Yeah.
Gaucho's was amazing.
Yeah, they do a mean steak.
It's a treat for your taste buds.
No,
What?
it's battered.
Rick says
Like
country
chicken.
fried steak is a steak that's battered and fried like chicken. No, sounds
Yes.
horrible.
Yeah, no.
Sounds horrible. Why would you take what is possibly the best cut of meat you'll have, douse it
But
in
it's
flour,
not, is it?
and then fry it?
It won't be. It will be the equivalent to our quick fry steak or
Cube steak.
rump.
Oh, fuck. Yawn. Enigma says it's not horrible. It sounds like it's like shoe leather. If you took a bit of steak right now and just threw it in a deep fat fryer, it's gonna bloody shrivel up to a freaking an
So
inch
you
of its
put
life.
gravy. But you can put gravy on it anyway. It's meat.
Well, yeah. Rick, I can bring them to a Brazilian steakhouse while they're here. I have a Gaucho's nearby my house. Come Gohan is now subscribed. Thank you very much indeed. But Rick, Gaucho's is Argentinian, not Brazilian, mate. It's Argentinian. It's cube steak, not a rib eye. It's not a great... See, even Rachel's in support of my assumption that it's probably like fried shoe.
Yeah, it's probably the equivalent to our rump or the quick fry.
Yeah.
Medallion type things.
Garbage steak.
Uncle Martin,
that sounds really posh, doesn't
ruined.
it? Wait, we're not eating your garbage steak. We want filet.
Yeah, but I only eat filet
mignon.
anyway.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Uncle Martin said, leave it to an American to mess up geography. Yeah.
I didn't name it. They are Brazilian. Oh, okay. Gaucho's over here, Rick, is Argentinian. Or it was until they closed down.
Gaucho's.
Fried
Discover
shoe.
Gaucho's restaurant menu, including our a la carte lunch, drinks, and Sunday roast menu. Explore our exceptional Argentinian restaurant menu here. Do you know the other reason? It's almost like gaucho is kind of like an Argentinian word.
Yes, I
Gaucho's
fried shoe.
let's go New Hampshire, because Gaucho's Churrascaria. They are ripping off Gaucho's name big time. But
right.
it's the Churrascaria that does it, Rick. Because Churrascaria is Brazilian. That's what does it. Uncle Martin with a mountain bike. There's geography outside the US? Yes, the world is round, Yanni. The world is round. There's other places on the other side of the world. Abe just says, fried shoe. Yes, fried steam bat. A lot of American food, you don't ask why, you just enjoy. Honestly, the one thing that I've been looking towards eating but dreading is biscuits and gravy. Grits, the obviously ground up corn. Okay, it sounds weird, but I can taste the flavor already. I kind of like figure out what it will be like. Just corn-based grit.
See, now I can't eat grits because it's corn.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to eat it.
But okay, I will give in. I will try scone with gravy.
Biscuits with gravy.
Yeah, but it's not a biscuit, is it?
It's not. No, I have to quash that one. It looks like a scone.
It does.
But it's made of completely. It's completely different. The way it's made with the materials it's made is completely different. Ours is a cake mix. Theirs is more of a flaky pastry.
Okay.
So it's completely different texture as well. It's not even spongy on the inside because our scones are spongy. They are cakes.
Yeah, Jonathan, I like black pepper with most things.
Yeah.
I can't eat eggs without black pepper.
Yeah.
Because to me, eggs have no flavour without it.
Wade asked a question. When do you head out to the States? This time next week, we are flying. So technically, this time next week, we would be 2 and a bit hours into the flight with 5 hours to go. Technically 4 hours to go at this point. So yeah, this time next week, brother. And one of the things that I'm doing, let's go. One of the things that I'm doing, so very much like this kind of setup where you've got the camera on both me and Tam. Let me just run this application. And everyone knows I'm a fucking massive nerd anyway. So seeing as I am a massive nerd, one of the things that I've got, so whilst we are driving from place to place, so we'll be here in the car, you'll be able to talk to us, we'll have our proper microphones on, so we will sound normal. Down below will obviously be chat, so where Tam sat will be the chat, and over on the right-hand side will be this. So essentially, it's gonna zoom back in a second. Don't worry, I'm not doxing myself. You can't tell where we are because this is an example. Fuck off, you bastard. Come here. Right. So what we're gonna have is that's gonna be zoomed in a little bit more, and you'll be able to see where we are in terms of like an approximate 500 meter square. So not particularly accurate. Where that's useful is if we're driving from... It's Norris! Now following on Kit. Thank you very much indeed. One of the things that this is going to be useful for is while we're talking to you and we're saying, yeah, we're driving down the I-95, you'll be able to see us live as we're driving down the I-95. You'll just see it on the screen.
Tombi and Tam's Cannonball, yeah. It'll be, watch out for Americans, Tombi is on the road.
Well, I mean, Tombi and Tam's Cannonball Run. That's a good name, but I'm still in favour of Tombi and Tam Teabag America. I don't know why, it just runs off the tongue just a little bit easier. And plus, it keeps the two T's together. Tombi and Tam Teabag, rather than Tombi and Tam's podcast kind of thing. Rick says, can we start an over-under on speeding tickets for Tombi in the convertible? I ain't got a convertible.
No.
I haven't got a convertible. So I've got the Atlas. So we've gone for the Atlas because it's basically exactly the same as what I'm driving now. It's the same size, same interior, same everything, apart from the engine. Because you haven't got the Touareg, because the diesel emissions, you haven't got the Mark III Touareg. So they replaced it with this in a petrol and a smaller power plant. Oh,
Abe.
Not even fucking sharing it. Why are you not saying anything, woman?
Oh, well, I don't know.
Well, they can't exactly see anything if I'm fucking not sharing it, can I? I mean, they're just literally, they're like, we can't tell what you're fucking driving, can we? But that is essentially identical to what we've currently got. Davey Verse says the wheels are on the wrong side too. Yeah, they're on the left and the right. You mean the steering wheel?
Yeah. Abe, corn and starch. So potatoes, bread, flour.
I've got this fucking great big itch.
Thank you, Yanni.
Don't blame your retardation on the wife. Well, no. I mean, Tam's part of this podcast. I can't do everything.
Yeah, but I wasn't actually listening to you. I was watching the chat.
Anyway, yes. File 13's join us. Hola, Tombis. Make sure you try out Doom. Thanks for swinging by. I was too into the game. I'd rather get Porsche Panamera, as in panoramic. It's a great family car. The only problem is it's Porsche. And we say Porsche in the UK, we don't say Porsche, because that sounds gay.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, right, okay.
I would be walking
I'm gonna
2,000 miles.
I'm going to do something here, and it's going to be funny. I'm going to do something here, it's going to be hilarious, and it's going to prove the point once and for all when it comes to Porsches. Window, ChatGPT, and I'm going to say in here, are Porsches gay to drive? And right, let's see. Cars don't have a sexual orientation, but let's unpack the sentiments behind your question a bit. If you're asking whether a Porsche has a certain vibe or cultural association, that depends on the context. Some people view Porsches as a symbol of wealth, performance, or midlife crisis. Others see them simply well-engineered sports cars. Some might jokingly call them pretentious or flashy, whilst others see them as aspirational or artful. If the question is coming from a place of humour or stereotype, it's worth remembering. Liking or driving a car doesn't define a person's sexuality. People of every background drive anything from pickups to smart cars to Porsches. Porsches aren't gay, they're fast, iconic. Are Porsches associated
with gay hairdressers?
With gay hairdressers. Hairdressers. It's an old cliche that plays on an exaggerated tropes about fashion. Yes, in other words, if you're a gay hairdresser, you can drive a Porsche, which is why I don't drive Porsches, because I'm not gay or a hairdresser. Sorry, I thought that was funny. Oh, mate. 13's like, oh, I love Porsche. Yeah, I want a 911. Okay, 911 Turbo. I'll give you a GT3. I'll give you a GT3.
Oh dear.
Oh, mate. It depends on whether we're talking about the car or the stripper. Yeah, Porsches. Too many words. Uncle Mike says too many words. Yes, it's gay.
Oh dear, oh Lord.
Johnny says we say Porsche. We think people who say Porsche are weird. Yes. And Yanni says, have I mentioned lately how much I love you guys? Yes, we are funny. An Audi TT is a stepped-on Beetle. It is true.
But I actually like the Audi.
The Audi R8 is a fantastic machine. It is a fantastic machine. But fundamentally, the Audi TT was just a Beetle that someone stood on and squashed. Now, the first Skoda Octavia VRS, the Mark I, was actually an Audi TT underneath the hood. And my God, did mine fly. Mine flew. David Verse, gay and gayer it. Yes. Unless it's a Subaru, then it's tried and true indication. Yeah, see, Subarus, if it was before 2004, I have a lot of time for Subarus. The WRX or the P1, great cars, fantastic. But ever since they changed the body shape, nah. If I was to have any car...
The old ones.
If I was to have any car, if I had my choice of any car, I would still go for my Nissan Skyline. R34.
Yeah.
I would still go for my Nissan Skyline. Or a Nissan Pulsar GTIR. The original
Rick,
one.
I will say that the Audi is one of the few cars I can actually turn around and say, yes, I like that car.
See, this car here was one of those cars that I just wanted as a kid. The Nissan Pulsar GTIR.
But it's ugly.
It doesn't matter. Honestly, this car was, no word of a lie, this car was a pocket rocket. It was very, very light and 220 brake horsepower out of the factory. This was rapid. This was bonkers.
See, I would actually learn to drive if Tombi would buy me a nice car.
Fuck off.
You know what I want.
No, I don't. You're not learning to drive in a Mustang.
Why not?
No. Okay, let me change it from this image. So everyone's looking at this one and it's like, everyone's like, yuck. Okay, let's go from the standard body to that body then. The Nissan Pulsar GTIR, the Nismo Spect 1, would wrap the fucking tits out of supercars. It would leave them in the fucking dust. This thing was bonkers. This thing was absolutely bonkers. It's so funny. We pronounce Nissan so differently. Because you all say Nissan or Nissan, nice arse. Fuck off. The wife has a Charger. See, give me a Dodge Hellcat. Tam, I'll let you drive in a Dodge Hellcat. How about that?
No, I want a Mustang.
No, Dodge Hellcats are nicer.
I want a Mustang.
Oh, but... Right, okay. I'll do you a deal. You have a Mustang, I'll have a Hellcat. Fuck. Now I'm a little bit perplexed, because we could have a Roush Stage 3 Mustang.
Mustang. But
What?
It's a Nissan.
So Nissan.
Yeah.
Nissan. What? Get fucked. No one's fucking that retarded to fucking say it like that. Yeah, and File 13, believe it or not, I was actually tempted to get the Durango Hellcat as the hire car for coming across America. Tam's like, no. And I'm like, but it's nice. She's like, no.
Right, for a start, we've got to get baggage into it. That's
I don't give
why
a fuck
we've
about
got a
baggage. I don't
tank.
leave the fucking bags on the side of the fucking road. If I'm driving a decent car, fuck the car. I just fuck the luggage. I just drive the car. Fuck it. Hidden.
Transform this decayed form to
We need to eat while we're away.
Yeah,
You know, I know the fuel's cheaper, but doing 2,000 miles, it's going to be lots of squids.
Yeah, but the thing is that look at the freaking premium Hellcat. Go on, I've clicked you. Do something. Go. Look at the colour.
Bogey.
Wait. What?
Bogey.
No, that's right up my alley, that is. That is 100% Tommy's car. That's what Tommy wants.
I can't hear the blurps again. Oh, no.
That's because probably your Chrome is set to something.
Yeah, probably.
I can hear it. But Grizzle Entertainment, thank you very much indeed for the Weird Al Yankovic. Yeah, honestly.
And Mearden did one.
Yeah, I know. I did say hello to the Mumra Spirits of Evil. Transformed into skate form.
Branston pickle is not food. Here in the USA, we have the best pickle.
Hold on a minute. Andy Matthews just slighted Branston pickle, saying it's not very nice. But in America, they have the best pickle. How does Andy Matthews know that? Because Andy, you're British. So I think you're talking shit. I think, personally, you're talking
Ass.
absolute arse biscuits. Nissan is the car. Nissan is the cup of ramen. So Nissan is the car, and Nissan is the ramen. So Nissan versus Nissan. There is a delta. There is a little bit of difference. I would quite happily drive that all day long. Thank you very much indeed. Screaming up and down the road. What is that for my own shopping purposes? Yes. Yes. Yeah. I mean, the thing is that so Tam wants a Mustang. You want a Mustang, do you, Tam?
Yeah, I want a
What
Mustang.
colour?
I'm not sure. I would quite like a white one, but then I'd quite like a blue one, but then I might quite like a yellow one. I like the blue with the white stripes.
I was going to say, this one is quite nice. I mean, Shelby GT. That does look nice.
It does. It looks
Shelby
like
GT
a proper
500.
car. But
Very
it's
pretty.
It's a proper car.
It's very pretty.
It is.
But the problem is, I don't know. See, the thing is, you've been sat in the car with me for so long now. I'd be terrified to jump in the car with you. In as much as, not the fact that you would probably drive it, but you would probably drive it like me. Sideways round roundabouts, getting revenge over the last 15, 17 years. Tombi, just for the record, Tombi is actually a fucking good driver. And Cam will attest to the fact that I'm a fucking excellent driver. And I probably should do rally driving.
Angry driver.
I should probably do rally car driving. But there's only two speeds. It's either go or stop. There's no like gentle acceleration. The accelerator is either off or on. It's one or the other. And generally, Tam fucking hates it. So when we go to see the kids, all the kids live on back roads, and Tam hates it because I'm like fucking 60, 70 miles an hour, fucking zooming, like no hanging about. It's legal, of course, because the road's 60 miles an hour.
Do you know what? It's not even the speed when we get going. It's the speed that we get going. So quite frequently he'll pull away and I've got my head plastered to the headrest and my guts are somewhere in the back seat.
So in the old Skoda, so our current car does accelerate pretty quickly, but the old Skoda used to fucking fly. The slip road from our kind of like main roundabout to getting onto like the local interstate kind of like fast road. The slip road, I used to be able to hit 130. So I would come around the corner at 30 miles an hour. I could hit 130 by the time I'd hit the end of the slip road. And it's not very far. It was like, boof, on. Tombi's, you get Tam. Tam's like moaning at me, for fuck's sake, can you slow down? That's usually the thing. She'll lean over and look at the speedo. That's how you know when I've gone too fast. Because Tam will lean over and she'll start looking at the speedo and as if to say, can you slow down now, please? And I'm like, looking at the speedo and it's like 135. And like, oh, okay. Best slow down then. I got pulled off by the wife.
It's even worse now we've got the dogs in the back of the car. Rosie goes on the back seat. Poppy goes in the boot when we're just taking the two of them out.
Yeah.
And Rosie stands there and pins herself to the back of the seat, and she will not move.
Yeah. Yeah. So, she just wedges herself up. But it's better than what Poppy was doing. Christ. So before the Skoda was written off, Poppy used to be in the back seat. I'd ripped out the seats, I'd converted the back, put a base down, put sponge down, wrapped it. So it was a nice, stable platform. She had the entire of the boot. Where would she sit? Over my shoulder, dribbling onto my fucking shoulder constantly. So we're off on fucking holiday. It's a 6.5 hour drive. I've got 6.5 hours of fucking bogey and dribble on my fucking shoulder. Because Poppy wants to sit watching what Dad's sitting, watching. Are we there yet, Dad?
Right, I have got to pull this up.
Yes.
Right, the electric Mustang. Right, there is no such thing as an electric Mustang. It is a Ford. It is a crappy electric Ford. It is not a Mustang.
Ford Mondeo. It's a Ford Mondeo that they've misshaped to sort of semi-resemble a Mustang that's got epilepsy and possibly anaphylactic shock and is going through a reaction. It's not a Mustang. Anyone who fucking drives that is a fucking idiot. Yanni said, go to 2 minutes and 11111 and watch. Is this going to be a Rickroll? Do we reckon? Japanese people. Okay. 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Oh, she's trying to pry. I'm gonna argue the toss in a second. I'm gonna argue the toss in a second for a very good reason. Right. Press play then. Come on, you doofus. Oh, fuck off.
Japanese people might not recognize it when...
It doesn't work very well, this, whatever it's doing. It's like 1 million people are just all watching it at the same time. Look, it's hourglassing. It sucks. She's going to say Nissan. Nissan. But the point is, they're pronouncing it that way because they're Japanese, because they can't speak the English. The English. Ah, you speak the English. Oh, yes. Yeah. We've got L's and R's. Nissan. Yanni says, so sorry. It's Nissan. Yes. It's not nice. Nissan. Fuck you. Nissan is a Japanese company. Yes, it is very much a Japanese company. Yes.
But they don't speak it English.
Ah, see, Terra Crystal. The culture there. Nissan, I prefer a Datsun. We used to have a Datsun Bluebird. Obviously, Datsun was the precursor to Nissan before they bought them out. Yes. We are... Yes, we are authentic Japanese. Neek. Let's just call it Neek from now on, just to wind people up. Nike. Nikkei. Neek. Charlene says, why do they always sound like they're gonna come? Lol, the Japanese voices, I mean. Well. Yanni says, sorry, I'll leave it alone. Oh, bless.
Nissan got bought by Renault. Oh, well, I mean, they were shit before. They can be even worse now.
Oh, Mustang McCracken says, I want a 240Z. Fair lady. Mate. There's one around the corner, actually. Nissan Fair Lady was the original. We want the updated Fair Lady. Not that one. The Z33 was always my favourite. Z33. Let's see if we can blow this one up. I've always liked the Z33. Meow. Listen to it again and tell me I'm wrong. Yes.
Oh, dear.
Davey Verse got the big Nissan plant on my doorstep. One of the lucky coons that didn't get in a job around the pant. Lol.
The pant? So whose pants were you trying to work in?
Annie Matthews says, I want a fair lady. She does have to be 240 years old. And do the dishes. The Z is a sweet car. Yeah. Definitely is. Definitely is. What's going over on Rumble? How you doing, Rumblers? We've got 44 people watching over on the Rumble. Thank you very much indeed. I clicked something. Oh no!
Now what have you clicked?
I just opened up the window. That's all right. Of course. Right. The other thing as well, gifts and go. So GoFundMe for Jacob. So the lucky thing is, Jacob's got a stay of execution up until the end of June. So whilst they've got a stay of execution to the end of June, we're still going to be pushing the the GoFundMe for Jacob. Jacob's GoFundMe. So as always, if you've got $1 or £1, or you can share, or you can pray, please do so. It will go a great distance. Obviously, Rhoda listed the one earlier for Jim over on Give Send Go. So I'm going to put Give Send Go for Will's Gym. We are doing Will's Gym. Why has that come up there? That's weird.
Charlene, I'm definitely a little bit better today, apart from being tired. But yeah, I actually think I've had COVID.
We're going to see the hangman, you swine. You'll be swinging from the gallows soon enough, in accordance with the law.
Thursday, I was literally awake for about 2 hours.
There was a blurb going, by the way.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
Yeah, but you can fucking see it, though.
No, I didn't see it pop up until it just popped up in chat.
And we've got one other that we're helping with, Clifton. So Clifton 3D is getting some surgery done. There's another link. Shares and prayers. Get it plastered everywhere if you're a content creator or a streamer. Please grab those links. So all of those links, whether it's for Jim, whether it's for Clifton, whether it's for Jacob, take those links, share them as far and wide as you can do. As much as you can share them, the better, and you get the hopes of getting these things closer to their aim. So with Clifton, Clifton's all about laser therapy to get himself sorted out and back into health, but it's quite expensive. So he's already basically a quarter of the way through his goal. So this one, technically, I created for Clifton, so it's going good. Get it out there. We've got Jacob's. So Jacob on $8,920. So almost at 50% of the goal. But we just need to keep on pushing, guys. Just need to keep on getting it out there. Share it as far as wide as you can do. If you've got access to any form of social media, please consider sharing all of these links on your social media. It does go a far distance to help people, guys. It really does. And then obviously, where's my mouse gone? My headphones are just turned off. That's gay. Can't hear nothing. I can't hear nothing.
It don't shut him up though, does it?
Do. Why is she laughing?
Oh dear. Hiya, Ben. Hope you're all right, mate.
How you doing, Ben? It's good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Powercat Greg! How you doing? Yeah, Greg, we were just linking a couple of Give Send Goes, GoFundMe, fundraising stuff, getting the visibility out there while we can do. And as I always say, if you're thinking about going out over the weekend and you think you can just forego 1 cup of coffee or 1 pint of beer, considering dropping the value of that drink, just the one, into any one of these Give Send Goes, and it will go a long way. Trust me. Quick! Drop all your Kanye blurbs. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Yanni says, Kate, much love, I'm off there. Have a good time. See you later, Yanni.
Bye, Yanni.
So yeah, we're almost due to wrap it up anyway. We've got stuff to do, but I'm going to be back in 90 minutes for the usual Anime After Dark. So if you like your anime, come and join us and especially if you like to come and watch, there are slots for 12 people to watch the anime with us. Sadly, we can't make any more slots. It's weird. But if you want to come and watch it, there's 12 slots available. Come and watch us. We're watching Lazarus and Country Bumpkin, both excellent animes. Now, today's Anime After Dark will be the last one for a little while, because obviously this time next week, we're still going to be flying and we're going to be in the States. So whilst we're in the States, no Anime After Dark. The next episode of that will be like the 22nd of June, probably. So just jump in. Jacob! Yo, Tommy Bears! You must be getting excited. I go to America.
Yes. A week.
Anna will be joining us. Nice. And Charlene says, I don't know naff all about anime. Doesn't matter. You can still
You
join
and me
us.
both, mate.
You can still join us. They're only cartoons. They're awesome cartoons. They're enjoyable, actually. They are good. We just
I actually tend to go to bed.
Yeah, we just get a little bit soggy, Charlene, that's all. We just gush over these animes because they're so good. We get a little bit moist. Welcome to America. Yeah, Pauke Greg. Can't wait, mate. Can't wait. Boston. Boston. Boston, 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 Boston. All right. So we're going to be landing. Where's the airport?
Out on the island.
Out on the
Right, it's out on the bit out there somewhere.
Okay.
It's there.
It's there.
There. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I wanted to have a look. Oh, actually, that's not too bad. That's not too bad because there's where the car rental place is, and we're staying over here.
Yeah, it's 8 to 10 minute drive from Logan to the hotel.
Oh, it's a tunnel.
Okay.
Can I walk in that tunnel?
I don't know.
The reason why I ask is let's have a look.
No.
No, I don't think it's a walkie tunnel. Well, that's kind of gay.
No, it's the same as ours, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same as ours. Gay. So I think I'm going to have to rely on Brother Rick to take me across just so we can get the car. But at least it's not too bad on the car rental. And then I guess we're going to then come back through the tunnel. Or I'm going to go over the top and then... are we both going over to there, grab the car, and then leave straight from there? Well, yeah, because that makes sense.
Well, yeah, because
Going
we
straight
booked the
up
car
to,
for around checkout time.
Yeah, because we're going up to Doodah straight after, aren't we?
Salam.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a Volkswagen Atlas. Jacob.
Yeah, so we're not going to get an RV, but we have got a VW Atlas, which is one of their biggest SUVs. It's the same size as my SUV that I've got in the UK. Andy Matthews says Americans do not know what walking means. They know what jaywalking is. At times you can see water dripping down that tunnel. It doesn't surprise me. Most tunnels are slightly leaky. Most tunnels are leaky. There's usually massive pumps that clear out a lot of the water. I'll bring you and your luggage to the car rental, and then you can follow me, or I'll follow you. Cool.
I think we'll follow you. Well,
we'll follow you, mate.
It makes more sense.
I'm also going to bring. I'll also bring the walkie-talkies across, Rick. Bring the walkie-talkies across. Mind you, saying that, if we've got decent, if there's decent internet, then we can just stick on WhatsApp on a group call, and just talk to each other as we're driving. Anyway, really doesn't matter. The technology
it doesn't do
there.
WhatsApp.
All right, we'll just do Discord on our phones.
Yeah.
Same shit, different day. But yeah.
So Boston, then Salem.
Yeah, it's not
and we're
going
to go out to, was it Ipswich, Rick, for seafood? And then over to the coast somewhere. I think it's about there. Was it there? Yeah, around there.
Where's Ipswich?
Um,
There's Salisbury.
Inland and down a little bit.
There's Salisbury. I love the fact that I'm seeing UK place names.
Oh, look, there's Andover.
Yeah, well, there's Reading, Wakefield, Winchester. Lexington.
And there's Boston. Where's Salem gone?
Well, Salem's over here.
Right, so Ipswich should be somewhere up by this, over to the left a little bit.
There's Reading.
There's Wakefield. Oh, it's around there somewhere because I said we could do the triangle.
Right. How about we do Ipswich, Massachusetts? There he is. What do you mean? It's fucking north, you silly cow. It's not fucking inland. There's fucking Salem, and she said go left. Okay, we'll go left. How about going north and then right?
Yeah, well, you were already north.
No, I wasn't. I was at fucking Salem, you tarded. That's fucking amazing. How do we go fucking left, but we should go north fucking east? Guys, this is why never trust a lady navigating. You just don't do it. Just
Hold on a minute. I got all the way from Stratford upon Avon.
Yes.
All the way to a tiny little village.
Yeah.
Near Paris, and I navigated the whole way.
Yeah. Groovy.
With an old-fashioned map.
Groovy. Do you know the delta between that scenario and this one? It's UK, so you've got a rough approximation of the direction.
Yeah.
Because if I was to say, okay, I'm going to drive from the UK, and I'm going to drive from Dover, and I'm going to go from Dover all the way to Aberdeen, how would you get there? Okay, so Dover to London, London to Birmingham, Birmingham to Carlisle, Carlisle to Glasgow, Glasgow to Edinburgh, Edinburgh to Aberdeen. Because you can break it up and you roughly know the directions. Whereas because America is America, we have got no fucking concept of size, direction, or anything. Charlene, don't stick up for her. Rhoda, I'm talking
I was
UK.
actually looking at the coast.
Yeah. I'm talking about the UK, but I was born in Winchester and used to live in Reading. So you were born in Hampshire. Nice. I grew up in Hampshire as a kid, down south in Portsmouth. Sarah Crystal, along with a Waffle House, along with a Waffle House, make a stop at Bucky's. It's a gas station the size of a Walmart with food and apparel. There's one at Pigeon Ford, TN, and Crossville. In fact,
Somebody else mentioned that place.
yeah, Bucky, Smoo mentioned Bucky's, and a few people have mentioned Bucky's. And it is on our route. So where we've got, it's this one, just outside. This was where we were going to stop because we're coming down the 81.
That
We are-
bagger is old.
What?
Get some MMA gear if you're going to stop at Waffle House.
Fucking Jesus. East Rhoda. Yep, I was mainly in Alton, a small town near Farnham. Yeah, and I grew up basically Portsmouth and Fareham, down south. And unfortunately Gosport, which is a shithole. Mirden, you should look at driving from east to west coast. I wonder why. Mirden, so obviously not this round of holiday are we able to come across the country. But what we did say is we're going to do basically a triangle of a sense. So this side of the US on this trip, then Yanni's corner for the next trip, and then down to the California corner for the final trip before we eventually just move to Tennessee and say, fuck you all. Bucky's is renowned for.
Yeah, and at that
bathrooms
point
and
we
great
say,
food.
right, it's open house and you can do the bloody flying and
Yeah,
driving.
once we've done the triangle and we've seen as many people as we can do, then it's a case of, guys, we've got spare rooms. If you want to come and visit, you're more than welcome. Just fly into Nashville. I'll pick you up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rick says Bucky's is a must stop. Yeah, so it's going to be this Bucky's, and I believe this was the one that I did say would stop at. Car wash, locations, contributions, vendors. How do I see what's in there? Find a car wash. I'll take it we're just going to turn up. About Bucky's. Stock maintenance, lots of food, lots of barbecues. It's just fucking there's like 1 million barbecues outside. World's cleanest restrooms. I like the way that there's a yellow brick road for piss. Oh shit! I'm sharing the right tab. There you
go. Davey, yes, one of them said he's packing his bags and coming with us.
Yeah, Lee's who currently watching over in Rumble. He's turned around and said, "Yeah, I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna follow you." And it wouldn't surprise me if more do follow us over the course of 5, 10, 15 years, especially the grandkids. Because I'm sure Charlotte would probably follow us. Charlotte would be like,
only if we bought horses.
Only if we had horses.
Well, if we get horses, she can pay the fucking vet's bills.
Charlotte wants to be a... Didn't she want to still be a vet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bucky's careers. There you go, Tam. There's your new job.
Yeah, no.
Why not? I think you'll be great.
Yeah, no.
Apply today. Let me apply for a job for you. Use work. Oh God, Workday. Fuck that shit. I've done so many integrations with Workday. It's like no. I am looking forward to it then. But yeah, we're going to be traveling down that road because we're coming down from Roanoke and that's just up there. And we actually go straight past that into Knoxville. Wasn't there a house in Trentville that we were looking at?
It's actually still on the market.
Ooh, shit.
I did look. It's just the other side of Knoxville. The house that I was looking at.
Yeah, I need to go back to the search. Oh, go away. I fucking hate this. All right, for sale, remove boundary.
I'll get it for you because it's in my saved searches. In my favourites.
It's in your favourites, is it?
It's in my favourites. Oh.
Rick says your neighbours will have horses. Make friends with them. Yes. I love horses. I like horses. I think horses are great.
Right, back to search. Where's my saved searches?
No idea. Well, that looks new.
I can't find anything on that little screen.
This one,
saved.
I've never seen this one before, Tam.
Hang on.
Hang on.
I'm looking for...
M, go back, go to sleep, you silly girl. M's much love, sweetheart. Can't stay. It's 3:35 a.m. here in Oz. Love to you all. You get yourself some sleep, daffy cow. Oh, bless her. Bless her heart. M Spire's great. I see all the time in Boosh McFadden's chat. Whoa, sweet child of mine.
Oh, that one's sold now.
This one looks good. It's had a price cut of 10 grand. It's got 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. It's got 17 acres.
Oh, it's that one. Hang on. I'm getting it for you.
Mirden says, I am back in pocket. Well,
Hey?
I am back in pocket, by the way. I have no idea what you mean. Do you know I am figuratively retarded, but I have no idea what Mirren's talking about. I'm back in pocket.
I am back in pocket.
I sent you the link.
He's back home. I'm back.
Oh, there we go. Radio check, radio check. Mirren is back in pocket. Nice. Anyway, right, okay.
Back home.
Back home. Back home. It has an income again. Right, I want to show you this one quick.
Okay. Okay.
3 levels. Place. Look, you can read your books out there.
I actually like the idea of a deck.
Yes, I know. That's why. I mean, look how spacious that looks.
Oh, it's got fireplace.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm happy. I can have a fire.
But look how airy and light it is. It's got a fire. That looks nice. Big
Does,
kitchen.
actually.
Big kitchen. Big deck. You want to struck my big deck? Lol. Deck splinters.
See, I like the open plan kitchen, diner and lounge.
Yeah,
I like that.
That is nice. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this. And we could technically look at this on our way past.
Yeah, but Charlene, that was putting me off a little bit because it looks nice inside, whereas outside did leave a bit to be desired.
Yeah, but the thing is that outside can be dealt with over time. You can do a lot outside just by planting trees and watching them grow.
It is actually a nice place.
Yeah. Tide pods.
We've, apart from the hobby room, we've only got one wall downstairs, and that just separates one side of the kitchen from the lounge itself. Everything else is open plan. I like the fact that you can be in the lounge and I be, someone in the lounge and I can be in the office and we can still talk to each other.
Yeah. Big master bedroom.
But it's right up the top.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'd have to move the master bedroom. I'd have to go downstairs.
That's fine. There's nothing wrong. That could be my streaming room.
Yeah. That would be ideal.
Yeah. Clean up the deck, no problems. I mean, look at that. That's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, it is nice. I will say that. How many acres did it have with it?
17 and a half.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Second set.
Oh, that's a basement.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's on 3 levels. It's on 3 levels. So they've got some of the kids' bedrooms downstairs. So this is the 3rd living room.
Yeah, Davey, you're not wrong. But wherever he sets up, he will have his own coffee machine.
Yes. Rachel says, "Here we go, my favourite part." As in, we look at houses. Yeah, we do like to look at our houses.
I actually really like that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this place.
No, there's not. I actually like. Oh, that deck needs a bit of work.
Yeah, but the thing is that I could easily spend 10 grand and redo the deck. It really doesn't matter.
That's either a really, really, really bad photo, or that deck is really, really saggy.
It's the fisheye lens that they've got on. It's the camera.
It looks like it's sagging in the middle.
Yeah, it's the camera. It's definitely the camera. There'll be some fisheye lens bullshit going on. And it's also deceptive because what they've done is some of these are slightly turned out.
It would actually go with my saggy belly.
Well, not wrong with it.
Yeah, no, I actually like that.
Yeah, I like it as well. Right on the
And
hill.
some of them. Did you see the road around it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because you get some drunken arsewipe coming across there. They're going to end up in the house.
No, can't you see that it's actually on a fucking hill? They have to go through a hill first.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, that's the only thing. The ground is shit in terms of shape.
Mm.
So whilst the house is lovely, the shape of the land is bullshit. Shape of the land was shite. You said that you sent me a link.
Disco. It's the one that we looked at
Destiny's
before.
Hairs.
That it's the one that still needs work.
This one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I mentioned the fact that they had used burnt charcoal fucking doodahs. Yeah, this was the one that had the vault in, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, I resemble that remark, Tam. Resent or resemble? Did you say something retarded? Or saggy deck?
Yeah. I said the saggy deck will go with my saggy belly.
I resemble that remark. Yeah, because this one's the one that had the random gun room safety thing. Yes, I remember this one.
Yeah.
I do remember
because
this
the
one.
work that they've started to do was really nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it's got a lot of potential. It has got a lot of potential.
And it's got 2 homes on it.
Yes. So I can have one, you can have the other.
Oh, it does need a hell of a lot of work still.
Yeah. Because it did look like they were just going through and renovating each of the rooms and they just got so far with it and just said, nah, bollocks. Because this was the room I was mentioning, the fact that there was a massive vault.
Gun safe in there, yeah.
Yeah. It was a panic room. And the old vehicles outside. And there's nothing wrong with the ground. I mean, it looks lovely.
But
it's
no,
absolutely fantastic.
They've been putting the work in, so.
And where was this one?
That's not far from Knoxville, I don't think.
Okay. Click on the Google.
Because we did say that we could look at it if it was still on the market.
Oh, yeah. I remember where this was just to the north. Yeah. This was over toward Huntsville.
Yeah.
So technically, we would be able to look at this
And
then go across to Nashville.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no reason why we couldn't. Prophetic said, it's Tennessee. A gun room isn't random. Well, that was less of a gun room. It just looked like someone had stolen the door off a bank safe and then used it as the door to a panic room of sorts. Because if you had a look inside...
Maybe that's a safe room.
Well, this is what I'm saying. It probably is a safe room because looking at the actual images itself, you have a look at what's in the background. There's gun safes on the left-hand side, clothing on the right-hand side. You could probably easily put bunk beds up in there. A couple of bunk beds, get the dogs in there, make sure that there's air flowing. If shit happens, you can get in there.
Mm.
Mate, there's going to be a lot of interesting things that we're doing next week. As I said, I'm going to have a web page going all of the time that anyone will be able to look at. So I'm gonna drop the links to it in in YouTube and whatever, and yeah, and you'll be able to see an approximate position. It's not exact, guys. Don't worry, we're not doxing ourselves, so don't panic. Don't panic. You are so far away from us, but it's reasonably close that you get a rough idea of where we are. I'm not going to put exactly down.
And all that big green space at the side is actually where we walk the dogs.
Yeah. So
all
walk
that
the dogs.
acreage over the side is where we walk the dogs.
Well, arguably, technically, we walk the dogs over this middle field here, which is big enough. Because there's miles and miles and miles of field here, guys. It's not just a small bit of field. It looks like it, but it's not. And there's a lot of green around us.
We will be doing some live stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Terra Crystal, what the idea will be is we're going to have a screen very much like this one, where we're going to have the camera is going to be pretty big. So think of that map being the camera in the car. So I'm going to mount not my camera, but the one that Tam's has got. I'm going to mount that in the car in the corner, so you'll be able to see both of us. And I'll make sure that it's zoomed and whatever, so you can see us both. So that's going to be a big screen on this side of the page. On the other side is going to be a smaller box with this GPS zoomed in, so you can see us at all time, GPS traveling around. And then obviously you're going to be able to see the chat just below that. So it is coming. It is coming. We won't dox ourselves, but if you wait in this field all day, you'll catch us. Yes. Technically. But you have to get there early enough, because, I mean, we get out there pretty quick.
Yeah, we have to get out before the sun comes out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's too hot for the babies.
For the babbies. But indeed, right. Well, 28 of you legends watching over on YouTube, 38 on Twitter, and 38 over on Rumble. Thank you very much indeed. And a couple over on Twitch. Thank you very much indeed. Let's wrap it up there. That gives me an hour basically before Anime After Dark. I may play a couple of video games afterwards and just do a bit of Doom. And I'm itching to see if I can break Rumble. I did stream over on Rumble at 200 megabits a second last night. I just want to do a quick 5 minutes. Yeah, let's see what Doom looks like at 200 megs a second. And see if I can break it. But until then, guys, thank you very much indeed for joining. I'm gonna set up who we're forwarding people onto. I'm gonna forward onto who is live. Who is live? Stacy Grief, Company Boys, Savs, Harry Tosh, Furious Dens, Mobinator, So Not Yours. Any in particular, Dan? Tam?
Is Yanni live?
No, Yanni is not live.
Oh, so why is it showing that she's live?
Because you need to refresh the screen.
That might be why.
Yeah. Shall I send everybody over to Paul Hadouken and the Company Boys?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do it. Right, guys, thank you very much indeed for joining on this episode of 2Ts. It's always a pleasure to see you all. Thank you very much indeed. Like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I'm going to be back in 90 minutes, 70 minutes, 70 minutes. Tam is going to be back next week.
Thursday.
And Thursday is going to be the final 2Ts in the pod before we're in America. So make sure you pop in for that one. It's going to be a little bit different of an episode. We're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to have a bit more interactivity with you guys, a bit more fun in the chat. So until then, guys, look after yourselves. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Bye.
Bye for now.
So that's the end. We've talked away. Tombi and Tam, we're done for the day. TV talk and a bit of the news. Some movie reviews, but now we must move. From big screen dreams to our daily schemes. Move, pets, and holiday themes. Poppy and Rose a crowd. So smash that like, don't miss a sub. You never know what's coming up. Two voices, one vibe. Join the squad. There's two T's in a pod.